Hello everyone, and welcome to Market Watch. It is time to discuss the Digimon trading card game market on a Saturday morning. You'll love to see it. And just a light little palate cleanser for you today. Things that are good to know before we move on to the rest of the weekend for you to enjoy yourselves with. Maybe there are some deals that you guys can take advantage of, or some cards you want to buy before it's too late. That's what today is. If you guys like this, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn that notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. Also, I want to give a big shout out real quick to Froggy. Froggy. You see Froggy right there? He's now a permanent part of my microphone setup. A little Froggy right there. Say hi to Froggy. Anyway, Omnimons are here. And nothing too crazy except that Omnimon X50 Body BT10 alternate art is getting eliminated. 30, 30, and 35, it's almost gone. It's literally a playset away from being eliminated. Now, you don't buy this by the playset, obviously, but it is almost gone, and the card is really good, so I guess to me, it sort of kind of makes sense. Ukamon here is a little bit down in price, $6-7 with shipping. More and more people are listing it, which is great, but, you know, a page later, it's $9 basically with shipping, right? You see this huge gatekeeper here, 62 listings and then 24 listings. So it'll be $8-9 with shipping for a while. You know, these ones will get cleaned up probably pretty quickly. The 24 here is a bit of a wall, but I think that'll get overcome. People are saying that Ukamon is going to get a reprint, and that is correct. Ukamon is getting a reprint. There is another art of Ukamon coming, so be very careful, obviously, with that. Hopefully you cashed in on your Ukamons, or maybe you're waiting to see if you get $9, $10 later. Whatever you want. Either way, these used to be less than 5, if you guys remember that. So either way, you're doing okay. Angewomon Ace has calmed down a little bit from 20 all the way down to $14. Now, it's not going to stay that way forever, obviously, so you got to act quickly. I love how people actually blame me for this card. Like, this is all Mario's fault. Mario, blah, 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 blah. No. Angewomon Ace was not me, you know. Anyway, I didn't. It was not on my bingo card for this card at $20. No way, no way. It's funny. It's enjoyable. People and their copium and their making of excuses. But that's okay. I have mine. I'm happy, and I actually got rid of my spares, so I'm good. I'm solid. Trainings are down. Trainings are actually down in price a little bit. The main ones being green and black. They are down a little bit. And, you know, black hype is just wearing off. And spring break hype, which we'll talk about second, is starting to cool off as well. Which means that, you know, the training will be less useful and all that stuff. So, you know, it's not time to buy them yet, per se, but, you know, we're getting there. We are getting there. And I actually want to show you guys something really cool, if I can, that is on my mind, that I forgot to bring up. I think I talked about this Thursday as well, but just to reiterate. Your Blast Ace booster boxes are 80 a pop. They are up there now. People know how valuable they are. The cases are, you know, 911, which is about 11.5 boxes worth. You were to buy them separately. You're probably at a point where you can still make money buying by the case, though that gap is starting to separate a little bit. But I think you're still there. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt anyway. Magnamon BT13 alternate art. Did you know that we are getting a new max rarity of this card? For Magnamon fans, that's good news or bad news, because you'll have to get a new max rarity if you want to play the max rarity Magnamon stuff. But for people who want this copy of the card, it will eventually drop for sure now. It's coming. So you can relax a little bit. It's not getting reprinted yet, but it is on its way. And when that happens, you know, whatever. If you want this for the collection, it'll become a little bit cheaper. Great time to sell this card if you have it. Double Typhoon, the big prize card from the spring break events, $81. Now, this card has hit some lows, and it's bouncing back up. There's a few reasons for this. Spring break events are almost over. That's one reason. Second reason is because this card's actually kind of meta, sort of. Like, people are playing this card in BT15, and will be playing this card in BT16 as well. You know, that's just kind of the way it is. Okay. Do not listen to me on this card, because I genuinely do not know the course correction of this card. I am not investing in this card, because I just don't know. This is an unprecedented event, right? You know, we really haven't seen something like this before. That being said, I think it's going to eventually rise in price. But, again, that's just a prediction. That is not an educated guess. So, don't say I said anything. Because I didn't. But I think this card will keep going up. Analog Youth here is kind of down at $6. You know, a lot of hype for purple is worn off. That's okay. But don't forget that eventually, you know, the wheel goes round and round, and we'll come back to a good purple deck that needs to mill cards. And Analog Youth will be like, wow, this card's really good in this deck, and then it'll explode again. So, I don't know, maybe get it for cheap while you can. I skipped over Patamon here. $28. Patamon is on the dip, which is really cool. People are listing more and more of this card, which is great for Patamon. This card's also getting reprinted, I think, in a few months. So that's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's not quick enough for BT16 to come out. That's the big problem with this card. Eventually, this card will fall back down in price. Eventually, it will. It's up to you if you think this card's got one big hurrah left in it, or if you think it's done at this point. At this point, I'm not investing any more in Patamons. These ones, unless they drop to $20. If they drop to 20, I'll buy a bunch. If they do not, then I'm not. And that's the principle I'm taking with that, because this card is a little bit volatile now. My gut, and this I'm feeling better about this than Double Typhoon. My gut is that when this BT16 set comes out, this will go up a little bit, but it's not enough for me to like weigh the risk versus reward type of situation. So I'm not bothering with it unless it drops to 20. You guys do what you want, obviously. Rapidmon here is down to $6. It has dropped a lot because people have listed a lot on the market, which is great. You got a nice little supply to last you until BT16 comes out, which is 2 months away. And that's when this card will go back up in price. So I'd grab it for cheap while you can. Miri is $16. Miri here is $16 freaking dollars. Yeah, it's hype. That's what it is. It's hype. I sure hope a Mastermon deck profile doesn't come out soon, otherwise this one really might blow up. But you know, this card it's a BT11 fault, and I'm gonna bring this up again very shortly, so don't go anywhere. Ganon Alternar BT15 is almost gone from the market. At $25 right now, going up. You see it was selling for 30, but we got a couple of cheap listings here by some non-verified sellers, and it's back up to 30 plus. You know, this is a good card. It's not like the worst card in Yellow Vaccine you can play. It's fine, and it's a memory gainer, and it plays itself from security if you trash it, and it's barrier. It's a lot of good words on this card. You know, I can see these quick listings and I bought out and hitting it back up to $30. I can really see that. I can for sure. 100%. Without a doubt. Mega Gargomon Ace Secret Pack. These Secret Pack cards are down in price as a whole. That's because people are still buying Double Typhoon starter decks, right? So they'll continue to keep dropping in price. As you can see here, this is down. These are down a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like the stuff's gonna keep falling in price, obviously. So don't get too excited by it. It's gonna keep going down. We have here Doran from BT07 with shipping being $5, and you know, it's not long before it hits 7, as you guys can see here. The card is the best card that does its job. Nothing does it better in terms of its inheritable gain memory when you stack a source. In black, that is. So I do believe that this card could genuinely hit $7 really soon. That's what I think. 18 listings is not enough in a set that's hard to find nowadays. Not hard to find, but you know, it's annoying. Vmon from Gen Con, the BT12 one that everyone loves to play in BT16 Imperial and even Armor Rush and all that. Well, this card had its moment. This was something I mentioned a while ago. It used to be $10. Now it's 17 and 18 and blah, 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 blah. Now it's going crazy. You still have a window of opportunity to grab this card before BT16. I don't think it's done going up, but you are running out of time with this one. Rivals Barrage here. Ignore the mod play and the light play. It's still $5 per. They are technically down right now. I'd consider grabbing this card while you can because it isn't a bad deal for this card. It's not terrible. And the card will continue to see play in the future, with good mill cards coming out, or maybe more Beelstar support, or more Beelzemon support, or whatever. This card will continue to see play in those kind of decks. And it's only a matter of time before you just cannot find Beelzemon Advanced decks anymore. And then you won't be able to find this card anymore, just lingering around, basically. Andromon for BT11 Rare is almost $6. It was more expensive. It has kind of dipped, but it is starting to go back up in price. This is hype for the future, obviously. I recommend grabbing this card before the Mastamon EX6 set starts to hype its way through North America. When that happens, that's when this will really go back up in price. Keep in mind that BT11 is really hard to find. A lot of people opened it because it was really hard to pull rares because of the foil slots and all that. It was a well-requested set where the supply, was, infiltrated more by the demand than other sets. So it's going to be expensive soon. It will be for sure. Marcus. 11 listings is not a lot. It's almost $40. Get ahead of it while you can is my suggestion. There'll be some time to make some real money with this card real soon. Takuya, alternate art here. 35, almost $40 again. It's getting there because of the red hybrid bubble we're in right now. I would wait a little bit and then sell these cards. I wouldn't sell them right now, but we're getting very, very, very close. Rapidmon X Antibody alternate art. Okay, so this here is a card that is an alternate art that reads really well. The problem is Rapidmon doesn't have a whole lot of good support right now, unfortunately. It's been power crept to hell already, and it just came out in the XO5, right? My question to you is this. Do you think we're never going to get another Rapidmon? I think that we are another Rapidmon away from this card going through a hype buyout. That's how this is how it works with these alt arts, right? Something comes out, something from an older set is like, wow, this is the perfect combo for this, or this is even a okay combo with this. It matches. And then the hype buyout goes crazy. So Rapidmon X Antibody alternate art will not go up right now. No, it will not. But this is something to just think about, right? Consider getting yourself, your investments and figure it out. I have more in the place of this card just chilling because I won so much EX05 and I kept buying this card for really cheap. Like, I am waiting on this card for a Rapidmon to be announced. Whenever that is. BT 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I don't know. But I'm sure we'll get another Rapidmon at some point. And then when we do, this card will just most likely go up. Because this card can evolve on any Rapidmon. Doesn't matter if Rapidmon is blue or yellow. Or doesn't matter. Does not matter. Lastly, this is just a reminder to always sell your lottery cards when they're in their high. Because they will fall. This is a card that never should have hit $100 when it did. It did because of art hype and blah, blah, blah and stuff and things. But this never should have been as high as it was. The card is absolute garbage. Like, bulk. But, people hyped it up. And it got expensive. Hit $100. Now it's back down to where it basically was. So just a precautionary tale to end the market watch on today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye!